Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Thursday, April 6, 2023. My name is Jennifer Cotton, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas. And that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So welcome, whether it's your first time seeing me or you are back. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, my name is Jennifer Cotton. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator 21 years, and this is my full-time job. So you just watching this video helps me. So thank you very much. Good morning. I saw Sue was the first one here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Good morning, Sue. And then Marcia, second one here in Texas. I've already been chatting with Marcia this morning. Hello, and Marcia wants to remind you, don't forget to hit the thumbs up next to live chat over on YouTube. Thank you, Marcia. Very supportive. I saw, who was it? Carmen and Pat. Good morning. Thanks for sharing, Pat. Stella, Linda in Mansfield. Good morning. Julie. Am I going? I don't think I'm later. This is my time, 9 a.m. Central, so I'm not sure, Julie. What happened there? Let me scroll down more. Cindy, good morning. Julie, thank you for sharing over on YouTube. Diana, good morning in North Carolina. Linda in Mansfield, looking and sounding great. We're good for now, Linda. Yay, thank you. Diana shared, thank you. Good morning, Cindy and Pat. And let's see, is that Lori? Yep, Lori in Minnesota, loved and shared. Thank you so much. Cindy shared. Landa, good morning to you. Good morning, Tony and Bonnie in Indiana. All right, good morning, everybody. So as a reminder, this video is going live on YouTube and Facebook right now. So later today in YouTube, I will add timestamps down below in the description. So you click show more, and then you can see the full description of my video, which reminds me, I don't remember if I updated that yesterday, but anyway, I'll do all that after the video. Any descriptions that need updating, I always fix all that after my video. But at minimum, there's a few links down there now. But long story short, I have to add the timestamps after. It's usually in the afternoon, and that will allow you to skip around to whatever section of the video you want, like card number 1, specials, whatever. So that'll be on YouTube. And then tomorrow on YouTube, I'll add a link over here in the corner to go to my tutorial store and a couple other things. But you have to add those the next day on YouTube for some reason instead of today. Like it literally won't let me. Bonnie, thumbs up and shared. Thank you so much. Julie's still adjusting to the time change. I thought that might be what it was, Julie. Lori moved to the main page. Hello, thank you so much. So today I will be making 3 cards for you with the Lighting the Way bundle. I hope you like them. I think they're super cute. I love this bundle. It's got this amazing lantern die. So anyway, you're going to see those cards later. They're tied in with my ordering special, so I'll tell you all about that. But if you'd like a chance to win those 3 cards, you can just comment on the video, either platform, even on replay, you have a chance to win. So you can throw in hashtag replay if you're watching this recording or whatever. Like you can just also say hi on the recording or ask a question, all that stuff. And that goes on both channels. If you share the video, like lots of people have already, and thank you guys so much, make sure you comment just like them that you shared, because that part is private and I won't know who shared it, but we will enter you a second time for sharing. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to go over my upcoming events, but I did want to let you know over in my VIP Facebook group, there is a, let me see if I can see the description of this video. Yes. So email, I don't have a link to the VIP group yet. It will be in the record after this video is live, but you can also search like Jennifer Cotton Stampin' Up! VIP group in Facebook. Anyway, I posted this morning a list of sold out items from our last chance sale. Stuff is selling out like crazy, super fast. Ink refills flew off the shelves, but lots of stamps are going. You guys have to get on that sale ASAP if you want to get what you want, you know? So I posted an updated file as of this morning, but of course that can change by the minute. It's literally too much for me to even go through and mark the catalogs and update you. But if anyone has a question about a specific item, I can look that up during the video. As long as I see your comment, I swear sometimes, for example, like this is not happening now, but Pat Coates just said, now watching on YouTube and shared. Right after that, she might say two more things. And I swear when I'm looking at the comments after, I'm like, I never saw that comment from Pat. And I know I commented on her saying, now watching on YouTube and shared. And then there's two more comments after it by whoever it is. So the long story short is I don't know why, if that's my brain missing stuff or I'm not seeing it on where it gets notified on my device over here. So I'm not ignoring y'all on purpose. And then sometimes, of course, they can scroll past. But the point is, if I see it today and you want to know about a product, I can look it up real easy. Tony, thanks for sharing. Darlene, hello, good to see you. Ramona, good morning and sharing, thank you. Yes, a ton of stuff has sold out. And a lot is on low inventory. Oh, I did want to say also, if you're looking in the online store and you see something that's retiring, but it says currently unavailable, it's actually coming back, at least for a little bit. Currently unavailable means we're getting more stock in. So there are a few, at least stamp sets. I didn't scroll through the entire list this morning of what's on the still available list, but some of them are not available temporarily, if that makes sense. So they haven't marked them as sold out yet. More is coming. So if it says currently unavailable, you can buy it when it comes back in stock. It'll be while supplies last if it's retiring. But if you can't find it in the store and you're searching by the correct names and or number, it is sold out. So that's a tip. Hey, Robin from a retreat center in Waxahachie. Good to see you. Let's see over here, Facebook users. Mary Ann, good morning. Shirley, good morning. Thanks for sharing. Joni, good morning to you. Darlin says that's good to know. Thank you very much. I hope that's helpful. A marigold stamp set sold out on day one. She had it in her cart and it was gone before she could pay. Y'all, I'm telling you. And when they put them on discount, I believe that means they have a lot of stock. So everybody didn't realize how good this stamp set was. And then they realized it and they waited for the sale and it was gone on day one. But I'm using it this month anyway. So we'll talk about that in a minute. All right. So hopefully that was a good little update on the retiring list. But there's still so many good deals and sales and great items retiring. So go check it out. Go to my blog, stamptherapist.com. I'll put the link, not the link, but I'll put the words up here in a little bit. It'll say stamptherapist.com. I have it all there for you. Okay, so upcoming events with Jennifer. I offer lots of events that anyone can take all over the US, and you can do the PDF tutorials all over the world. With my classes, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything for you unless otherwise stated in the class description. You will cut your own designer paper if you get a pack or a half a pack with your kit, with your class kit. But otherwise, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss, again, unless we otherwise state that. So anyone can take those classes. Every month, I have 4 classes guaranteed. I'm going to always do card, scrapbook, Stamp-A-Stack, and sampler, always. And I'm trying to get those designed. Sunday is my deadline, but I'm trying to work on them today. This is literally a partial Stamp-A-Stack design, which I'll show you in a minute. And I'm holding it tight because one of the cards is still not glued together. And I have to add gems. I've been busy. But anyway, I'm trying to get them designed, and I always put out sneak peeks as soon as possible. Basically, the minute I finish designing, before I put stuff away, label stamps, whatever I need to do, I take the photos and go post them. Then I go back to work. So these as I mentioned, card, scrapbook, Stampin' Stack sampler. Card and scrapbook are $15 or free with a $20 order. They're great deals. 4 cards this month. By the way, the classes are happening April 15th in person in DeSoto, Texas, or you can get it mailed to you or pick it up from me, and they will be mailed April 17th. So all 4 of these, same dates, times, deadlines. Well, 2 different deadlines, but you get the idea. So card and scrapbook, you need to register by April 13th. It's while supplies last. We just cut a certain number, and when we sell out, we sell out. And card class, we're using Sweet Citrus and Sentimental Park bundles. So you're going to make 4 awesome cards using those. And then scrapbook class, which I lost my cards from last month. I know they're in this room, but I was looking for them specifically because I actually wanted to sort of copy something for myself. I can't find them. They're in here though. But scrapbook from last month I have. So I'll show you what we made last month. You're going to make 3 12 by 12 pages for $15 free with a $20 order. We're going to use two-tone flora, classic letters, and share a milkshake. And we'll do Mother's Day, but I'll always make Mother's Day or Father's Day where it can be just generic, and birthday themed for those 3 pages. So you'll make 2 that match, and the other one you'll make the matching page the following month. Hopefully that makes sense. So this past month we made this one. I thought it was super gorgeous. Tutorials available in my online store. And this one, if I can get this straight. And then we made this page 2, and the previous month we made the page 1 to that one. Sorry, I cannot hold these straight for some reason. Okay, so that's scrapbook class, 12 by 12. And then register for those by April 13th or while supplies last. And then Stampin' Stack is a 12-card class. It includes over $20 in merchandise. And really the best deal is to join Stampin' Stack Club. When you're, I don't know where to put this stuff today. When you're in the club, things everywhere. After 6 consecutive months, you receive $25 in free merchandise from me. Every month you save $2 on the entire cost of the class in the club, and you can cancel at any time. So Stampin' Stack is 12 cards, 4 designs, 3 of each. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. You stamp and assemble with your supplies unless you come in person. And we're using the Retired Marigold Moments bundle, so it is sold out. I feel that you could substitute flowers and still get some gorgeous cards from these this month. This is, and I have sticky notes in here still because I'm still working, but like I have like an alternative greeting in here instead of Happy Mother's Day and some notes about measurements. So we're going to add gems to that one. This one I think is gorgeous. We'll be adding gems to that. And this one is not assembled. It's in pieces. I got a little stem right there. It's going to be super cute. And I'm probably going to change the greeting because I realized, oh, this other one says Happy Mother's Day. You don't need 8 Happy Mother's Day cards. But anyway, it would be 6 actually, but you get the idea. So, and I have one more card to design and I have an idea for it. But, you know, sometimes your ideas don't come out. So I'll wait and see. Hopefully that is today for sure. So 12 cards, $30. Join the club, join by. This deadline is April 9th for both of these. I'm talking about April 9th is the deadline. And, but if you don't want to join club and you just want to take the class, it's $32 and you can sign up for that as well. Both links will be in my email at 1 o'clock today. Central. Okay. And then Stampin' Stack. I haven't designed this one yet for this month, but I'm hoping to. And this is the one from last month. The Easter Bunny one is so cute. And it's 12 by 12 framed art. We cut, die, cut, punch, emboss everything possible. You cut your designer paper, stamp and assemble with the PDF tutorial and get over $20 in merchandise. That class is $28 for club members, $30 for non. All the links will be in the email. We are using the Cottage Rose bundle. It is retiring as of right now. It's not sold out, but that could change at any moment. And the dies are discounted. So you can add that on when you register, but the sooner you do it, the better, because as I see those registrations come in, I will order them because of the while supplies last. But if you wait, you know, who knows. Anyway, so any questions on these classes, let me know. Or if you need links or whatever, definitely sign up for my email newsletter so you can get those sent right to your mailbox. And that link is already in this video up here on Facebook, down here on YouTube. Okay, let me see. Marilyn in Georgia, good morning. Diane is in icy Minnesota. Oh my goodness. Here it is chilly today. It's 50 degrees right now. Yesterday I had to go to jury duty. I got released, but they said it was going to be like up to 60 something. So I didn't wear a jacket, and it was freezing when I left there. I mean, like freezing for considering I didn't have a jacket on. It was like walking in my car as fast as I could. So we had a cold front come through yesterday. And so it's going to be in the 60s for a few days now, but it's not icy. So you have it worse, definitely, Diane. Sandy in Marshville, Wisconsin. Janet, you got your cards. Yay. More gorgeous in person than watching you make them online. Thank you so much. I love them. Thank you, Janet. And you are very welcome. We do always eventually do our winners and mail them out. We just don't have a time schedule for that. So sometimes people ask me, when are you doing the drawing? I'm like, I didn't know, but it will get done. And there will be winners. And none of those cards stay here. Marsha, thank you so much, Marsha. Jennifer's card classes are the best. Well worth it. Thank you so much. By the way, my club members usually get a little treat as well. So like last month, everybody got a little Easter box with some little chocolate eggs inside. Actually, I have one over there on something I'm going to show you later. But anyway, so that's another little perk if you're a club member like Marsha is. Terry, good morning. Thank you, Terry. So she says, congratulations on your award. My team members, Terry's a team member, know that I don't know when it happened, but Stampin' Up's reports updated yesterday for the month, where we have like a blackout zone where we can't see our sales and stuff for a minute after the month ends. Anyway, and I did reach over $1.4 million sometime in the past week or so. So thank you again to my customers, of course, because that is because of you. If you take my classes, if you purchase from me, that's why I reached $1.4 million in career. That's career to date. It's 21 years. Don't worry. It's not like a year or something. But every 100,000 Stampin' Up recognizes you, and you get like a bonus, and you get recognition at our convention. Also, I will required to say less than 0.001% of demonstrators reach these accomplishments. You know, you have to really be working and setting goals and all that. But no matter how long it takes you, you get the awards. I have 2 team members who are about to hit some big milestones as well. I keep checking my reports, but I have to check that one manually. So I have to remind myself every day, which I did not check this morning to see if they crossed over yet. Anyway, but thank you very much. Yes, thanks to my customers. Good morning, Nancy. Thank you. Thanks, Rhonda. Thanks, Helen. Tommy is at her brother's eye doctor appointment. Very nice of you to help your brother out. Thank you, Barbara. Hey, Melanie. Good morning. Hey, Sherry. Pamela. Good morning. Kylie. Good morning. Oh, who had Travis? I'm sorry. I'm trying to see whose name this is, but Travis. Oh, Rhonda. Oh, I wonder if I was there. Although, Rhonda, they said they were doing jury duty. Like, I guess they had picked a jury the day before too. So it's multiple days this week, but we could have been there at the same time. Who knows? Me and Travis. Anyway. Okay. Side note. Julie, thank you very much. Janet, thank you. Pat, thank you. Okay, so back to classes. We're supposed to be talking about classes right now. Next up, retreat in a box. You do want to take this. I guarantee it. I'm going to be working on my gifts this week as well. Hopefully, I've got a lot of stuff on my to-do list this week. But this retreat in a box, which you can attend in person as well, is 10 projects, several cards, some fun folds, 12 by 12 scrapbook pages and sampler, and a little gift bag using Irresistible Blooms bundle designer paper. etc. You'll get $50 or more. The value is more than that in merchandise in your bag. You'll get an exclusive bag from April and I, and gifts, and of course PDF tutorial for everything. And so you need to register for that. Let me read my notes. By April 9th. So today's the 6th. You only have 3 days, which means I have 3 days to start calculating how much paper I need to order, which is always the whole thing. But April 9th is the deadline. Oh, I'm holding this up. 9th, which I think is Sunday. Easter, right? Yes, you have until Easter to register for this class. And then there's 2 optional classes you can take alone or with this, or mix it up however you want. So let me point the camera down. Well, actually, let me show you the classes. So here is my legendary ride class, Stamp a Stack, 12 cards, 3 designs, 4 of each. And then April's Desert Details, Stamp a Stack, 3 designs, 4 of each. Hers are gorgeous, but I don't have them here in person to show you. Here's the sneak peek, way off center, of the Retreat in a Box sampler, 12 by 12 pages. They're, like I said, I mean, I think they're really pretty. And then the cards and little bag that you'll get to make with this class. So that's the that is the Retreat in a Box. Plus $50 in merchandise, plus the gifts, plus the bag. Which I know April ordered the bags. I don't know if she has them yet. I haven't seen them. We always get so busy. We just like don't even show each other stuff anymore until it's urgent. And I'm like, okay, I got to know what this looks like or the size of this or whatever. Anyway, here's my class. 3 designs, 2 of each. I mean, not 2, 4 of each. Yes, because 3 times 4 is 12 cards. You will have some options in the instructions to use different greetings and motorcycle or not and stuff like that. You're going to get $35 in merchandise in each class, 12 cards, PDF tutorial. We cut, die cut, punch, emboss, everything possible. But in this class, in mine, you do need to own these motorcycle dies, the legendary ride dies, because they are, it would be a lot for us to pre-die cut. So you'll need to have those dies, but we'll die cut everything else. Okay, so that is the sneak peek of that class. Let's bring it back up here. And register by April 9th. Like I said, you can take only the class, only her class, only my class, or only the retreat, or mix it up. And then if you want to come in person to the retreat in Temple, Texas, April, what's the date? April, it's on here. Oh, my highlighting got deleted. April 20 through 23rd, register by April 9th. That is the final deadline. That is in Temple, Texas. You're going to get an 8-foot table. You're going to get to meet tons of stamping friends, have a bed to sleep in, get your meals provided by our amazing chef, Dana, who's a team member as well. So that makes it even better when your chef loves stamping. Rocking our retreats. You will get to use April and my supplies while you are there. So you will be able to do the make and takes with our stamps and ink and all that stuff. You will be able to, it's the word I'm looking for. Oh, do the classes with our stamps dies. So if you don't own the motorcycle dies, just take the class in person, etc. So any questions on that, on any of this stuff, let me know, but make sure you're signed up for my email list. So you'll get those notifications. I mean, the links. Obviously, you'll get notifications. Thank you, Sandy. Santosh, good morning. Cindy, thank you. Good morning. What did we say? Oh, they dismissed. Yeah, that makes sense, Rhonda. It took me a lot longer to get dismissed. Hannah, hello. She says, look who's here. Linda in Idaho, good morning. I have to look in 2 places to see all the names. Sorry. Joyce, good morning. Trying to see if I missed anybody. Janet, thank you so much. All right. Okay, so this birthday piggy class, that class registration ended I've shown you the sneak peeks multiple times, but I think I have 2 packets left. They're supposed to be, they are going to be mailed Monday. They're still being prepped, but we cut 2 extra. So if you want that, this birthday piggy class, contact me. And then coming May 6th on my online BOGO, I did finalize the time. And so it is going to be, hey, France, good morning. It's not written on this graphic, but it's going to be at 2 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Central on May 6th. I will have more details coming out. I'll do individual emails about this event, but mark the date, May 6th, 2 o'clock Central, to be on your computer on Facebook. And then there will be a special Facebook group you'll need to join. You will want to be there live to get first dibs. First dibs is on the video. After the video is finished, you can still request things, but usually the most popular items are gone and sold. So it's whoever is commenting on the video as I show the product is first dibs. So just know that, yes, you can shop later and see what's left, but first dibs is video. So you'll want to be there at 2 o'clock p.m. Central on May 6th. That's a Saturday. I hope it's a good day, but I just had to do it that day or put it off for probably 2 months. And I'll have some other special offers as well, incentives for ordering, in addition to, like, I'll be selling some cards and stuff, possibly past class packets, depending on what I have. And yeah, I'm trying to think if I need to tell you anything else about BOGO, but what it is I'm going to be selling all of my retired merchandise from the annual catalog that's retiring right now at full price, but then you get equal value free from whatever current products we sell. So online exclusives, new catalog, whatever is available in my online store, you can purchase it. And I give you literally all of the retired merchandise for free. You do pay shipping, but it's a minimal cost to get sometimes $200 worth of stuff literally for free. So again, more details are coming out. Okay, cruise. Simply Spoiled Crafting Cruise, January 28th, 2024 on Harmony of the Seas out of Galveston, Texas. You can register for that now. It's a crafting cruise. It includes it includes 6 separate classes that you complete over the week at your own pace. It includes games, fun, prizes, just lots of stuff. So please let me know if you have questions about that, or check out the email today at 1 p.m. Click that link and you'll be able to find out all the details. All right, so that's what I have coming up right now. Hey, Kathy, good morning. Let's see who's over here. Kelly, good morning. Okay, Stampin' Up special. So you guys know the retiring list, or, hopefully, I assume you know. I think I'll point the camera down, but I'm just showing you the catalogs, but that way I can just kind of emphasize whatever I'm talking about. So these 2 catalogs are about to retire. We have a whole list of items that are going away from these books. I do have corrections here for when I did the video last week where I showed you everything that's retiring, what its sale price is, etc. But just remember, everything on the big list, these lists, are while supplies last. No guarantee it will be in stock, so get it sooner than later. But these items were either missed by me completely because it was a Stampin' Up error, or I mentioned that I noticed there was something weird, but I didn't have an answer yet. So anyways, shimmery white cardstock sold out. We don't sell that anymore. Sorry. It wasn't told about last week. Designer tags, dies. Actually, all of these products are still going to be available, is the deal. And I may have mentioned them or not, that maybe they were going away. I didn't have an answer. So if you've been wondering, designer tags, dies, page 170 in the big book are staying, but they're going to online only, which, don't forget, online only products, which means they're only in the store. You will not find them in this beautiful new catalog. You will not find them in there. You'll only find them in the online store. You can anyone can order them. Demonstrators, customers, parties, anybody can order it. It's just not pictured in a book. They are while supplies last. Keep that in mind. Okay, designer tags dies, page 170. Mini pocket envelope dies, page 172. I believe I've listed this on my blog already. Nested Friends Cling stamp set, page 25 of the mini. Queen Bee Cling stamp set, page 26 of the mini. Nested Friends dies. So the dies and the stamp set will be available, but not the bundle. So don't forget to get your bundle pricing now. Warm Welcome stamp set, page 66 of the mini. Dry brush metallic paper, page 43 of the mini. In this big catalog, the base plate and die pack and the mini base plate and die pack for the embossing machine, the die cut, Stampin' Cut and emboss machine, will still be available. They're on page 157. The white glittered organdy ribbon, page 146, and the silver foil, page 139. So that's just a little update on that. I'm going to flip through here and see. I don't think there's anything else in there I need to tell you about. And then demonstrators are starting to receive their copies of the new annual catalog in the mail. Mine came actually so fast. I got it Tuesday. That's like record time for post office and Stampin' Up. Of course, we're not allowed to open it on camera yet, but my one-day order that I paid one day to be here yesterday is delayed. If I hear the doorbell during this video, I'm going to run and get the box off the porch because I was going to show you my new ink pads. I ordered several new items, not everything that we could because it was a lot from a select list. But anyway, I was going to show you my new ink pads at least. And the order's still not here. It was delayed from UPS, not Stampin' Up, UPS. But this is my new favorite color that I haven't seen in person yet. Bubble bath. But anyway, what was I going to say about this? Oh, if you want to buy the new colors now, just get the starter kit. Join my team. There's no obligation. You don't have to sell. You don't have to buy. But when you purchase the kit, it's $99 plus tax, free shipping, and you get $125 of anything you want, including a whole list of products from this new catalog. And you can actually see them if you click the link to join my team. When you get to the, and you haven't joined anything until the very end when you pay. You have not joined. When you click the link, when you get to the point to select your products, you can search the new products as well. Anyway, if you have any questions on that, let me know. I have selected everyone who filled out my survey that's not local, living near me in Midlothian, to mail catalogs from Stampin' Up to, and then I've ordered boxes to come to me for my local customers, and those boxes are not here yet, obviously. I didn't even get the one I paid one day for. So anyway, they're coming for you guys. I know Xana says, oh, new ink pads, can't wait. Yes, I did break down and buy every new ink pad. So I was excited to get my order. Janet, why did they retire Shimmery White? Normally, the standard answer from Stampin' Up of why they retire anything is sales. They don't tell us specifically, but sales. So usually that's it. And to be honest, I'm one that did not contribute to the sales of that. I did not, I used that paper like twice ever. So, sorry, everybody. But anyway, that's the deal. Good morning, Xana, by the way. Good afternoon to you. Kathy, good morning. France, good morning. Let's see who's over here. Facebook user. Catherine, Kelly. Oh, yes, I said hi, Kelly. Catherine, good morning. Sunshine, good to see you. Pat, can't wait to see the new bubble bath. Exactly. I think Pat had the same deal as me with the delay. It was some kind of mechanical malfunction with UPS on our orders. Rosemary, still haven't received your catalog. Darn it. Several people on my team have not either, but they've specifically told me that their post office is terrible. They're like, or told our team, they're like, yeah, I have the worst post office. They don't like to deliver stuff, blah, blah, blah. Xana says, I've only just got all the ink pads and they changed them. That does happen. I think they said it's been like 5 years since they changed them, but yes, That can happen, girl. So sorry. Okay, so I have a couple of show and tell here. First of all, this is from my team meeting. Oh, we lost a gem. Swap. So we actually only had 3 people participate this month, which is fine. But I'm just saying, like, again, that tells you when you're in my team, we have almost 200 team members. You don't have to participate in anything you don't want to. But isn't this gorgeous? This was from Dana, and she used that Growth Takes Time stamp set that you can find in my online store. It's so cute. Heat embossed there on the designer paper. And then this one was from Barbara, I believe, and using some new product that's available in the online store, the Irresistible Blooms. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then this was our winner from, what am I trying to say? Everyone gets to vote, and they chose this one as our winner, and from Robin is what I meant to say. Yes, Robin made this card. And it's gorgeous. It's Starry Sky, but then she sponged white ink, so it makes it look opposite to me, like it was lighter and she sponged a dark ink, but no, she sponged white. So anyway, gorgeous. This one I'll actually show you later, but this is a card I shared during the meeting. I'm gonna change my mind and show it later, but you can just know I shared this during my team meeting. And of course, we had our make and takes, which I've shown you guys before, but I don't know where they are right now. And last but not least, some happy mail I've received. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to pull it over here because of the addresses. This one, I think it's from Terry. Yes, Terry. Isn't that adorable? Little fun fold there. Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny is in the new catalog, and that punch is coming back. So that's exciting. And then this is from Robin. Super gorgeous card there. Thank you, Robin. So little happy mail there. Okay, so I have a super mega awesome ordering special for you guys, and I'm going to make 3 of the 4 cards today on the video. So we're going to talk about that now. And I need to figure out where to put these cards so that I'm not confused later, which is very easy to happen. Okay, so today I'm going to make 3 cards for you with the Lighting the Way bundle. This, it's going to be in our new catalog, but it's available right now. And if you want the discount to get both for 10% off, you have to buy it before May 2nd. And this stamp set comes in photopolymer, which is the clear ones, and cling, which is the red rubber. The red rubber stamp set is retiring. So that one is while supplies last, but the photopolymer will stick around. So hopefully all that makes sense. Get what you want while you want it. Get the cling bundle if you want that now, etc. And I have made a card with this already on a video. It was 1 card for card class. Now I'm going to make 3 with it. So this is the class packet you can receive free in the mail. Now your items will not be stamped and die cut already. You'll have this piece of white, but I pre-did that to save time on the video. It will make 4 cards free with a $25 online order using the host code of the month, which is, let me get to that screen, and I'm going to put it on the screen later, M9QUAF2B. That's going to be emailed out. It has been emailed out, and it's on my blog, stamptherapist.com, so you can copy and paste. Anyway, you see that first, or the third line, $25 free class to make 4 cards with the Lighting the Way bundle. That's a $20 value right there. If you bump that order up to $50, you will also get free the new in color dots, which is an $8 value. I wanted to show those on the video today. They're in that box that's coming. So they're not here yet. $75 or more, you're also going to get a $12 or more value past retired merchandise like designer papers, accessories. They might be partial packs, grouped together. Ribbon might be partial packs grouped together. Paper pumpkin kits and other kits, etc. A minimum $12 value. Let me show you an example here. I actually went through a bunch of retired boxes, and I found several full packs. So this example kit, which is actually has to be switched out because I have a fake embellishment in here that is not the new in color dots because I don't have them. So that is something else. But these two are retired. It's a full roll of ribbon and a full pack of gems. But if I run out of those, then I'll group together partials to equal full packs, if that makes sense. But I found a lot of full ones. So I have a lot. Also, like I said, it may not be this. This is one example. Designer papers, etc. Embellishments and designer papers, basically. I even have some 12 by 12 designer paper, and I think I'm not going to cut it up. It won't be in the cute bag. It'll be separate from the bag. Let me go back here from the cute little cellophane bag. But I even have some 12 by 12 packs of paper to include. Okay, that's with 75 or more. You get the embellishments. $100 or more, I'm adding a free past die bundle, and the values are $38 to $55 just based on what they were priced. So in this bag, I have a $45 bundle in there. So hopefully that makes sense. So, and of course, free shipping, which is a $9 value. So if you place a $75 online order with me with the host code, 75 or more, you will get $49 or more worth of stuff for free. And that's before you would add tax and shipping. So it's a huge value. Now, if you bump it up to $100 and get that past die bundle, you're getting at least $87 to $104 in merchandise for me, which is what this shows. This is the 80, it's about $100 worth of stuff that's right here. So that's free. And that includes shipping. Shipping is part of the value because I pay for shipping. Like the post office does not give me that for free. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, this will be 4 cards, not 3. I'm only showing 3 today. I didn't cut for my 4th one. This will be all month. It's an all month special. And then on April 15th, I will switch out this accessory to a new one. So if you place an additional order, these are all everything's limit 1 per person except for that second accessory. There'll be a new host code. Hopefully that makes sense. But if you have any questions, just let me know. Janet says, I think I'm going to love all the new colors. Very pretty. I love that attitude, Janet, and I agree. I do want to see those new in colors in person, and I think they'll be good. However, a lot of people are nervous about them. So, but I think they're going to be good. So, Alejandra is excited because Fresh Freesia made the cut. It's in the new catalog. Yay. And Jennifer's excited because now we have a competing color called Bubble Bath. Hey, Ro, good morning. She says it was too cold to get out of bed, so she's late. Linda, love the stamp set I'll be showing today. Betsy, good morning. All right, so I think I'm ready to stamp. I explained the special, hopefully, very well to you. And it's just with your online order. Lighting the Way is the bundle you will use to make your cards. I've shown this on a video before, but this is the stamp set with the fireflies or lightning bugs. And there's 3 different size fireflies, 3 different size circles, sort of imperfect solid circles that you can stamp as light, either in your lantern, which is a die, or near or round, behind, and on the fireflies. 3 different greenery images, an image of a bunch of little tiny, tiny baby fireflies, dots and firefly images flying to a light, basically, I think. Another smaller grassy image, a greenery image. And then 3 greetings. Thanks for lighting the way. Follow your dreams. You are all kinds of wonderful. Don't forget, it comes in photopolymer. It comes in red rubber or cling as well. But I bought photopolymer. I actually bought both on accident. That's another story. And then the dies, you can cut out every single stamped image. Not every single. That's a lie. You can cut out the 3 large greenery images. Only those, not the little one. That's these. You can cut out all 3 sizes of dragonflies. There is one for the large, one for the medium, and 2 dies for the small firefly. I think I keep saying dragonflies. And then these other dies are standalone. They are the gorgeous lantern. It's like a camping lantern, basically. It's 3.5 inches tall. It's amazing. And then 3 dies that make one large firefly and 3 sort of medium standalone firefly dies. And all of those put in like embossing lines and stuff. So they're really cool. Okay. That's the bundle. Let's see what we have here for card number 1, card 1. So in your packet, that will pretty much look like this, but again, we're not going to pre-stamp for you. We do pre-die cut and emboss and punch and whatever else is needed. So in your packet, you will have, for this first card I'm showing, a Night of Navy card base. It's 5.5 inches by 8.5. So I took my 8.5 by 11 and cut it in half. Get my little notes over here. Well, they're not really notes. It's the actual card sample. 8.5 by 11, cut it in half. You get 2 cards out of 1 piece of paper that fit into the invitation size envelope, which is the size of this clear one here. We also sell those, of course, in white and vanilla. And then I'm going to fold it in half. So I leave it on the table, rest it against my thumbnail. And then over on the other side, I try to do all of my creasing with the bone folder, which is going to give you less wrinkles on the inside than if you use your finger. But you can also score it if you prefer. This will be a landscape direction card. And I think I said a Night of Navy card base. And then inside your packet, you will find a large scrap of basic white cardstock. It's 3 3/4 by 8.5. 3 3/4. I'm saying that so when we Landa or I cut this later, it'll be Landa. Well, no. There's a piece of white to go inside the card. And all these other measurements, although I think I did not put this one on the video. I mean, on the blog. All the other measurements will be on the blog. But this is 3.5 by 4 3/4. And I need to write myself a note. Add to blog post. Hold on, sticky note, please. Okay. Inside. Okay. Sorry, I just realized I did not do that. But so let me say it again. 3.5 by 4 3/4. And the reason you should do a size like this or smaller for the inside is you can actually get 5 of these out of an 8.5 by 11. I'll show you. There's an app called Die Cut, DYCUT. You put in the size of your original paper, any size. So if you have a scrap, you put in that size or whatever. And then you put in your measurement and it shows you 4 different ways to cut it. And so let me show you. You can get 1, 2, 3 on this side and 2 on this side. I only know that because of Die Cut, DYCUT. And there is one for Android, but I don't know the name of it if anyone knows. I know my friend April knows the name, but I don't think she's here. There's an app for Android, and it's a free app, by the way. Okay, paper, go with it. The paper won't go in my shelf. Okay. Anyway. Designer paper is the next layer for the front. Again, all these measurements will be on the blog post at 11 a.m. Central. Let me put the blog address up here. I forgot. And okay. So this paper is retiring. It was available as of last night. Excuse my partial pack here. It's actually several packs combined, but it's called Sun Prints. It's so pretty. It's basically blues. It's gray granite, Night of Navy, Pacific Point, and Starry Sky. It has flowers on it, but it also has these back sides, a lot of them that are just neutral blues. So it's really pretty. It's retiring. And so you can get it while supplies last. I believe this one is not discounted. And just flipping through these real quick for you here. So pretty. And this is the design I used here. So it's a white base, and then it has all of these really close together sort of little, they're not dots, but they're like, you take a felt tip marker and make a little tiny 1/8 inch line, almost like an oval, and do that repeatedly over and over and over and over in, I think, Night of Navy. And that's it. So that's our background. Then this next layer is basic white cardstock, and I need to get a sample. I'm just going to grab a scrap. It's not going to be the same size because my paper, oh, that reminds me. The reason my paper trimmer is covered up is because I forgot to show y'all something. Hold on, we're going to pause. And then I can uncover my paper trimmer. So I wanted to show you, I have lots of bundles to put in. They're all die bundles to put in your free gifts. Lots of die bundles. I have little, I forgot to point this out too, a little treat to put in. Some little leftover gifts I've had here. See this little Easter bunny thing? I have one left. I mean, 2 left, but anyway. Some little treats maybe will get thrown in there for free. This is with your online order. And then I told you I had lots of accessories that I found that are full packs, including 12 by 12 papers. Okay, so I had all that sitting over there and it was covering up my paper cutter. Anyway, I knew if I put that behind me, I would forget to pull it. Okay, so I had this piece of paper before it got embossed. It's 3.5 by 5. Yes. Let's see how this is. That's almost 3.5. Let me cut it. There's a scrap of basic white. 5 inches. I thought about this, I think, in bed last night. I was like, oh, I should have made a piece of that to show people how I did it. Anyway, this will be done for you because it's a class, you know, and I cut, punch, and emboss. But we're going to use the Trio, Very Best Trio punch, the corner, the one that cuts the corners. Put your paper all the way into the corner and press the entire triangle down because there's 2 other punches there, and it just doesn't work if you try to only punch the one side. It won't cut all the way. You have to make sure the paper is all the way in. There's 2 guides on the left and right, or else it'll be crooked. And that's how I got this shape here. And then I embossed it. That punch is in our new catalog, by the way, and you can get it now. It's in the online store right now. Very Best Trio punch. And then we will emboss it for you with the Cane Weave embossing folder. Also in the new catalog. Yay. Yes, Santa. I wish you looked closer as well. A lot closer. So there's that piece there. Then, oh, I was like, what is that? That's what I just cut off for that other piece. You will have a pre-punched 1 3/4 circle punch, which is in the online store. Well, it's low inventory right now. Low inventory, both the 2 inch and the 1 3/4 low inventory. If you didn't get them yet, they're back in stock, but they're low inventory. And then there's a piece of the white glittered organdy ribbon. Okay, so we're going to stamp on the circle and the long piece of white. We're going to use all 3 of the larger greenery images. And the words are going to say, "You are all kinds of wonderful." And Night of Navy is my ink for this card. I had to go with one of my old pads because the new one, the current style, is being used somewhere. I don't even know. Okay, you are all kinds of wonderful. Right in the middle of the circle. Again, I'm using photopolymer, so it's easier to position, and for me anyway. And then basically you want 2 of each greenery image. So I'm going to, first of all, remind you, if you don't have a really hard, firm table, you'll want the Stampin' Pierce mat under your paper to stamp photopolymer solid images to get a good inking. My table is nice and firm, has no give. What else? It's not lumpy or flexible or soft. So it works well for me. Okay, so I'm inking that up really well, but I'm not pressing hard on the ink pad. I'm just tap, tap, tap. I'm going to ink it really solidly, stamp it, I should say, and then I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to do that for every single one. You get this gorgeous image. Oh, because it's a distinctive stamp, so you get light and dark in one image. But I really want the ink to fully transfer before I stamp it. This one did give me trouble yesterday. Before I stamp it a second time. Yeah, I think the stamp is a little, maybe I'm just not putting good pressure. See how it's dark right there? That's because it didn't transfer there. It's fine. I only had to try one second time yesterday. And then same here. So basically you need 2 of each image, one in light navy, one in dark navy. So gorgeous. Then you'll take your scissors, and I'm just going to fake this because I think I'll actually save this piece for Landa for an example, and loosely hand cut apart. And then you will die cut them on the die cut machine. The reasons, there's many reasons I say cut them apart, but especially on something like this, especially, this is a prime example. You don't want to run these kind of dies through your machine this direction. You want to run them, like, you don't want it to go in, because it's, as soon as it bumps it, it can shift real easily because it's long and skinny. It's more chances to get bumped and shift. This gives you a tiny little chance to bump and shift. This is too long to put in this direction to do it that way. You also don't want your dies too close to each other. Like if you were going to do these, you don't want to overlap. And if you have a magnetic plate and all of these are just perfect, but then this one shifts on the magnet, what you should do is turn your paper to match the magnet. You can't do that when you have one big piece of paper. Those are some of my reasons. Hand cut them apart. So anyway, hopefully that is helpful information. And then you're going to have magic. The machine is silent. It's hand run. So there's no actual sound unless you make it. But you'll have all these beautiful images after you die cut them out. Woohoo. All right. Here, save it for Landon. Oh, yes, that would be cool. Xana says, wish they had a 12 by 12 mat. Although I have, oh, my thing fell off. I have I know someone who has a bigger machine from another company, and there is more chances for your stuff to shift. You have to use a lot of tape when you do that, basically, most of the time. But if we had a bigger one that was a good magnet, that would be amazing. All right, so we have all our pieces here for this card. What I'm going to do, oh, did I stamp the inside? I did. I forgot. Let me stamp the inside real quick. You want scratch paper for this because I'm going to go off the edges. Of course, I put the ink pad away. Okay, so I just used one of the green, what is it? Yeah, greenery images. I'm looking at my sample here, which is full of sticky notes. Oh my goodness, sorry. They're super sticky. Okay, it doesn't really matter, but just put a couple of these on the side here. So I'm going to stamp one there. And then in this case, I'm going to re-ink it since it hung off the edge. Otherwise, you can even see it right there. The ink will be darker. See that line right there? The ink will be, where is it? Right there. It will be darker on the right side where it was hanging off. So I'm going to re-ink it, stamp it off on my scratch paper, and stamp it again here. Okay, so then just a little pretty inside to coordinate. Since I put the white there, y'all know I don't usually stamp the inside of my cards. I'm always in a hurry. Okay, adhesive, stamp and seal. Don't need too much. There's my inside. How y'all are doing. Xana, thanks for sharing. I'm going to touch my designer paper. They are strokes. Oh, these strokes. Okay, brush strokes. Thank you, Janet. Let's give Janet credit there. Brush strokes. I'm reading y'all's comments as well. Joyce loves the magic sound effects. Piercing mat, Xana. Oh, that would be cool. Oh, I got you. 12 by 12 piercing mat. That could be cool. Large stamping area. Okay, I'm going to attach this rectangle that I cut the corners off of white right in the center. And I did add a little more adhesive than normal since it's embossed with such a thick embossing folder. And then I'm going to add adhesive on the back of the circle, just my tape runner adhesive. I think I'll grab the silicone sheet because I'm going to end up putting this circle down on top of these greenery things that are blue. So basically, you really can just throw these down. You want, you know, dark of one design, of the same design, dark on one side, light on the other, but it's kind of like, I'm just copying my original. That's easy, but I didn't think about it too much in the original. So I'm making kind of like a swag thing. Maybe I should not do it here. I should do this on the card so I can see how much space it takes up. But it's kind of like a swag, 3 on the left, 3 on the right. They'll all cross over in the middle, which will get covered up by the circle. You want to make sure they don't hang off the edges. That's why it is better to move it to your card. And don't worry, you'll still be able to adjust them. So I'm just going to stick that circle down. And if like I was like, oh, this one needs to be a little higher or pull it out more or whatever, you can do all that. And it shouldn't stick down to your card super hard because of all of the stuff blocking it. So you can pull it back off and add some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'll use my mini Stampin' Dimensionals. I definitely will be overlapping where the greenery pieces crisscross in this center section to secure them down because that was not a lot of adhesive. So just make sure they're not going to get like pulled out. Maybe I should add one more like here, crossing over circle and things. So hopefully that makes sense. And then out on these outer edges, you know, I don't think you need a ton, but yeah, I'm going to add some around. The minis will be great for this because of their size, but you can just trim down your large ones if you only have large ones or prefer large. Just balancing it out really with these dimensionals, and it will help secure it down just in case it's not glued down good in the middle. And peel all the backings off. This is like the most dimensionals I've used on one project in years. And then we'll tie, after I add this, we'll tie this white glittered organdy ribbon in a bow. And that's going to be it for this card. All three, I'm going to tie this in a bow. All 3 cards I'm making today are blue, but the 4th one in your kit is not blue. It's, I don't think it has any blue. Let me look. Yeah, it's like yellow and gray. It was an idea from Pinterest. Okay, so 2 bunny ears, lots of space in between. Don't have your fingers all tight next to each other. You won't be able to work it. Lots of space in between. 2 tails about equal. Each bunny ear is in a different hand. So right hand, left hand, and all my fingers are pointing at me so that my ribbon is flat, flat, flat. If I let it go like this, you would see 0 turns like that. So all of that is to give you a pretty bow. Then right loop over left, push that right one down into the rabbit hole and pull. And then just fix your bow. This ribbon does shed glitter. So be aware of what you have under it. Like I don't like to do this over my ink pads. I don't like those little, or it's really chunky glitter. So I don't like it on my ink pad, etc., etc. And just trim your ribbon if needed. Honestly, I don't think that one needs it, but usually it does. And I will grab a mini glue dot. This card will be done. So don't forget, if you just came on this video, you can still comment, say hi. If you're watching the recording, you can still do that to have a chance to win the 3 cards I'm making today, including this one. Okay, I have my original, but I have a note on it. Okay, there's the original. And yeah, I just think it's really pretty. The blues, you know, it's just pretty. It's that china or whatever that's blue, right? Okay. I'm trying to organize everything. Which stack does it go in? Okay, so that was card number 1. Card number 2, card 2. This is a fun fold. You may have seen it already. People have been doing it for a while, but I just got into it. And that's this line. I waited to share this card sample until later because that's what kind of card this is. So yeah. Anyway, okay, so your card base is going to be 5.5 by 8.5 Night of Navy, and then it will be pre-scored for you at 4 1/4. It looks wrong. Is it wrong? Let me check. Let me see what size paper this is. I've done something wrong. 8.5. Oh, I did not score it at 4 1/4. My goodness. It will be scored correctly because Landa will do it. Let me grab. See, I wasn't going to demonstrate that, but now I might as well. Redo it. It always figures the mistakes are when I do it. Okay, Night of Navy, 5.5 by 8.5. Just cut it in half. We're going to score it at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4, which is half. 4 1/4. 2 1/8, 4 1/4. You fold that in half, it will equal on this side. And then it's folded in the middle, it's scored in the middle, and we're going to fold that in toward the middle of the card to make like a triangle. So this is called a floating panel card, I believe. I think that's the official name, floating panel. And grab my supplies. Again, we're not going to stamp for you. I'm just saving time on today's video for die cutting. But you'll have all these pieces on the inside. So you have a piece of basic white for the inside of the card because it's super dark with the Night of Navy. And again, measurements will be on the blog. And then for the front, you will have 2 pieces of basic white because you basically cover each panel. I mean, you leave a little border, but you cover each panel. And then on top of that, a piece of the Sun Prince designer paper. The side we're using, the back side has this really pretty flower thing in the corner, but the side we're using is like Night of Navy or Starry Sky or both with white ink sponged on it in different locations. That's basically what it looks like, but they've done the sponging for you. So those 2 little panels will go on top of the white, so you'll have a nice white border there. That's the front of the card, basically. And then we'll make this decorative piece to float there. Darn it, I also forgot something else. Let me just cut it real quick. We'll pretend it was already there. I have to find a scrap of saffron cardstock. Apparently, of course, I put all those scraps away, but oh, there it is. No, I think that was too short. It's too short. But I have 500 other scraps over here of every other color. Just laying out on my table. Okay, so I need a 1/2 inch. I'm going to talk loud. 1/2 by 2 inches. And I need 2 of those. I'm cutting them over here. This doesn't even have to, oh my gosh, have to be perfect. I mean, better than what I just did, but but like it could be 2.5 or whatever, like it's fine. Pretend those were in there. 1/2 inch by 2 inches. And you kind of want this to match the color of the base of whatever your rectangle is. Okay, then to go on top of that, we have I need to add those measurements to my block. 1/2 by 2 times 2 block. My goodness. I'll finish this video early. I can get it on before the post goes live. Okay. Okay, sorry. Basic white that's been embossed with the Into the Clouds embossing folder. So cute. That's going to go right on top of the rectangle, which I didn't describe. Scalloped contours dies. So Saffron, retiring color. So Saffron paper. And look at those dies. Still available, yay. So Saffron rectangle, basic white on the inside, embossed with the Into the Clouds. And I believe that folder is retiring, which I'm really sad about. It's such a cute embossing folder. It's a 6x6 and it puts these clouds and lines like really, I don't know, it's just really pretty. Okay, we have a scrap of basic white for our fireflies. And then last but not least on paper is an oval basic white label for my greeting. And that is from All That Dies, which are in the annual catalog right now, and they will carry over. And this little oval, it's like a short, fat kind of oval. It does emboss a nice beveled edge on there when you die cut it out. So it's really like a fancy oval. Okay, and then I have a piece of ribbon, the gold and vanilla satin edge ribbon. Okay, so for our stamping, we're going to stamp our greeting on the oval. And it's going to say, follow your dreams in Night of Navy ink. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard. I should have said that before on the first card, but any of our foam ink pads besides the black ones that are not foam. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard. And there's our greeting. And then we want the fireflies on the scrap, and then we'll hand cut them apart and die cut out. And there's 3 different sizes for the stamped ones. And then if you remember in the stamp set, there's 3 different size circles that you can use all different kinds of ways. But I chose the smallest one, which is maybe a little less than 1/2 inch. Is it 1/4 of an inch? No, it's a little less than 1/2 of an inch circle, but it's not a perfect circle. It's you were painting light. Anyway, I'll show you how I used it on this one. So I'm going to get Memento Black and So Saffron ink. Again, that's a retiring color. I just thought it went really well with this navy look here. Okay, I am gonna twist and hit on my Memento Black ink pad because it's not foam. And I need 1 large, I think 2 medium. Yes, 2 medium and 1 small firefly. So cute. And then, it's a firefly, so at the bottom of the body, it's not solid black. There's like lines where you could like color it with a Stampin' Blend, a glowing color, or whatever you want. But I used the little circle stamp, which is what a lot of people have done, just to color it in quickly and easily. So it does go outside the lines. It goes on the legs a little bit. It looks cute if you had stamped these directly on your card to just be like that. Or you can, after you die cut them out, you can, well, it doesn't work with this circle really, but with a bigger circle or a smaller firefly, you can stamp the circle under it on the front of your card and then glue this, a dimensional this above, and then you have the circle. Hopefully that makes sense. Lots of options there. But anyway, hand cut them apart and then die cut. And so you get this glow. Yes, that part of the body is colored so saffron yellow, and then there's a little glow around it. And for me, like, it was fine for what I'm doing. So that's how we did that. By the way, if I have anyone new out there watching who's not a paper crafter, you're like, what is die cutting? There's a machine, and I show it in other videos. So just ask me and I'll send you a video where I show how this will cut it out perfectly for you. And it's a hand crank machine. Like, you don't need a plug or anything. It's super easy. You can get it in our starter kit for a huge discount. Okay, we have all our pieces. We're ready. So before, I'm just going to do this first thing so I don't mess up and forget. I'm going to fold these little So Saffron pieces in half, these 1/2 inch by 2 inch. I'm going to come over here in case there's a comment. I'm now time challenged. Oh no, Tony. Blue and white is such a perfect pairing. Thank you, Janet. Marcia, no, this stamp set is not retiring. Only red rubber, which I feel like most people prefer photopolymer. But if you prefer red rubber, that one's retiring. But this was carrying over, but not bundle pricing. Hopefully that makes sense, what I just said. Okay, so I folded my little 1/2 inch strips in half. I've got my front here that is, I'm going to stamp on this too. Darn it, but I'll do that later. Folded in half, and it's like a triangle if you look at it that way. But for now, I'm just going to leave it flat. And what I want to do is add adhesive to 1/2 of each strip here of So Saffron. It's on that, technically the outside of when it's folded. And then these go basically in the center, top to bottom, but it doesn't have to be perfect because this is basically hidden on either side of the score mark with the folded end on the inside. So they're pointing at each other like this. I don't know if there's any other instructions to this that are different, but I don't butt them up to each other. I put each one on just a little bit either side of the score mark. So that's it, just like that. Very simple. Now let me put together my 2 panels. So this is, these panels might be an embossed piece of paper, one full designer paper, whatever, but I did the white border just because of how this card looked. So I'm gluing the designer paper to the white, and then these panels will go down on either side. I do have to give a shout out and credit to Robin Barnes. I forgot, I want to put a straight line on the part that's going to be on this So Saffron, just in case. So my shout out to Robin Barnes is that I did this card first, a different design, different stamps, on a team incentive, and I put these on the outside. So it was like glue this down, then glue the yellow. So basically there would be a strip like that showing. And she was like, why don't you tuck that under? And I was like, I don't know, Robin, because I didn't think of it. And so it was a great idea. It just makes your card a little bit cleaner. I don't have a clue how other people are making these because I never have time to watch videos. Anyway, but if you forget, just stick them on the outside. It's fine because it barely shows. Okay, so we have this. Next, let's put our rectangle together. Any different ways you can do this rectangle as well. By the way, Linda Carver is the one who sent me a card like this for me to be able to copy from in the first place, like just so I could have a physical. I mean, it's not why she sent it to me, but I was like, good. So I could have a physical one right in front of me to measure and all that. Okay, so we have that. Follow your dreams. Basically, the greeting and all of the fireflies will be on Stampin' Dimensionals. So this is an oval. I think I'll do a triangle of dimensionals there, and then just one on each firefly. And I like, again, I love the minis. They fit everything. They fit these perfectly. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to add the greeting, and the bow is going to go down here to the left of the greeting. So I'll just put it up a little, and it's basically toward the bottom, centered left to right, not all the way to the bottom. And then I want a small, medium, and large firefly. Just put them wherever you want, but I put the large one top left, medium topish right, and the small one actually is on, oh, I forgot I did do him flat, but this one's raised up. It's flat on my other sample. The small one is actually on the right, attached to the greeting. Oh, the ribbon. Let me just add this bow real quick. So I'm going to do a bunny ear bow. If you missed it, I just made one on that last card, so I'm going to do this one fast. It's a lot of ribbon. I think I gave you plenty. It's a lot. Okay. Read these comments. Cindy's got lots of distractions suddenly. I can relate, Cindy. You think everything's going smooth, and then it's like email, text, come in here and help me with this. We want food, etc. So I get it. My phone was ringing earlier. I hope it was nothing. Okay, glue dot for my ribbon. I'm putting the bow right to the side of the greeting instead of on it. So cute. Okay, we are going to do the inside, but let me just attach this. So how you attach it is you put more adhesive on the other side. And by the way, I have only used Stampin' Seal on these cards. I've made several now, and none of them have fallen apart. Stampin' Seal is a really strong adhesive. Okay, so Stampin' or adhesive on both. I've seen people use liquid glue too, of course, and whatever you want. On both of the flaps on this outside, and then you just kind of make sure they're going to stay flattish, and center this image wherever you want it on your card. You might want it a little higher or lower for some reason. Press, press, press. And now when the card is presented this way, your panel is floating. You'll be able to prop it open with my on the inside, and it will sit on your desk like that, or your mantle or your coffee table or wherever you display your cards, and it's so cute. So that is a floating panel card. Super easy. Just like this one we made for my team meet. Or not, I made it for them for an example of something. Now I'm going to stamp the inside real quick. Grab my scratch paper. All I'm going to stamp in Night of Navy is the image of all of the small, like, cluster of fireflies sort of flying toward a light, I'm assuming, up in the top right-hand corner. So it's off the edge a little bit, and that's all I stamped on the inside, I think. Hold on, maybe I didn't. Yeah, that's all. I'm getting mixed up with the next card. And then I will attach this on the inside. Measurements on the blog, 11 a.m. Central, stamptherapist.com. I wasn't centering that very well. And then you just want something like the card, which I don't know where it is right now, but the card Linda sent me, she had flowers punched out down here at the bottom, popped up on dimensionals. I'm putting this little firefly on the Stampin' Dimensional in the center, but whatever, you need something on the right side popped up to tuck this open. And then when you open the card, it looks like that. You have plenty of room to write your note. You can even decorate this part if you want. I have not done that. And then, of course, you can tell your friends and sort of instruct them how they can display it. Okay. Why do you want to not display properly? They all work. Of course, this one doesn't want to. Let me just bring this card in. It's so perfect. So that's it. Card number 2. Card number 2. You can get this class packet free. We're going to cut, die cut, punch, emboss, score. You'll get your embossed piece of white. You get the scrap of white, blah, blah, blah. You'll stamp and assemble. Just to give you a close-up of this one, to show you another. This is one. Oh, no, I did this one correctly. That was after Robin's tip. So there's that one. There's that one. Okay. So hopefully you guys like that. I know. Pat says, so happy. This stamp set and dies are in the new catalog and the scallop contours dies. Yes. My team, Pat's on the team, and we've had actually 2 or 3 Zooms since the list came out and we saw the new catalog. We've had lots of discussions about what we're glad carried over, you know, what we're sad to see go, etc. And we were all like, thank goodness scalloped contours dies. Thank goodness. So it was fun. We were all very happy. Okay, card number 3. Card 3. This one is Starry Sky. Love this color. It's so pretty. And lots of pieces here. Now, your back packet will look like this because these are just flipped in my thing. The dies that cut out the fireflies without stamping. So you will have the 3 pieces to make the large one and then 2 of the smaller. And these are in gold. What is it called? I have it listed right here. Blanking out. Gold and rose gold 6x6 metallic specialty paper. Here's another thing that's going to be in your packet. So you'll have 2 of those medium ones and then all 3 pieces to make the large one. You will have this piece here. Well, first of all, you'll have a pre-die cut smoky slate lantern. And then we will run through a piece of paper. I've measured this for future reference for me and Landa because I'm fixing to tear this one apart. But it is the same gold paper. It has like a film sort of on the back, not a sticker, but just like a film. So it kind of keeps it together. So we'll probably just send it to you like this unless it falls apart. And what you'll need to do is poke out these 4. They're not really fully triangles, but these 4 triangles. That's what you need. And don't lose them because I've made some dumb mistakes yesterday losing these. Those 4 to go back in here. The rest of this will be trash unless you figure out something to do with it. Okay, so we have those. We have a piece of the Starry Sky metallic woven ribbon, which is carrying over. Yay. A piece of white for the inside. A piece of smoky slate, which has been embossed with the timber embossing folder. Timber embossing folder. Which I need to look at my catalog. I noted this yesterday. I could not remember if that one is retiring. I feel like I would be pretty, like I would have remembered because I would have been upset, but let me look real quick. Yeah, it's not. Not. That's good, which means it'll just continue to still be available. And it's like the wood grain. Okay, and then, last but not least, a piece of basic white that has been die cut with the amazing radiating stitches dies. They are temporarily not available. They're in the online store, but let me look real quick. They're coming back and they have a date now. Good. Did not make me log in. May 8th is the estimated date for those to come back. You want these dies if y'all don't have them yet. I'm getting ready to order a second set so I can send them off with Landa and Karen and keep one here so I can always be cutting them. By the way, I used this circle on the last card that I will show you, but I'm not demonstrating. on with this lantern. So you'll see that, this smallest circle. Anyway, it's this medium or second from the largest die right there. I love these so much. Okay, so let me take my card base. This will be my favorite fun fold, a Z fold card. So I'm going to fold it in half, 5.5, 8.5, Starry Sky. Fold it in half, bend the front back all the way to the left, or to the left edge, in half. And I just use the bone folder, but you could score that if you prefer. And then that's a Z fold. So that's the front of the card. Smoky slate right there. We have our white for the inside, and we have usually a rectangle. You can do whatever shape you want to go there. Okay, so stamping wise, I am going to stamp. Oh, I did not mention this one piece. It's a 3, sorry, I think it's 5/8. Yep, 5/8 inch strip of smoky slate cardstock. So I'm going to stamp on the 5/8 and the inside. I may have to drink some water here in a second. Clean off. These colors are so similar, I doubt it'll hurt anything, but I'm going to clean off the image with all the baby or tiny dragonflies, because we're going to use Starry Sky ink on this one. And I'm going to stamp. Sorry, I'm gathering the stamps over here. Is that all of them? Yes. So I think that's chamois one more time. I'm going to stamp on the inside the image. Sorry, my brain can't put the thoughts together. The image with the dragonflies all flying towards the light, just a bunch of them, bottom left, coming from the corner going up toward the center, and off the edge. So I grabbed my scratch paper for that. And then as a reminder, this piece goes on the inside, but you see the right edge of it. So you'll see that, but you can cover up a greeting if you want to stamp a greeting or any other images toward the left and in the middle. So I'm going to stamp in the inside center, "You are all kinds of wonderful," in Starry Sky. This is all Starry Sky ink. And then on the strip of smoky slate, I'm going to stamp "Thanks for lighting the way," right in the center. And that should be all the stamping I need to do for this card. Love Starry Sky. So say it again. Okay. Now, let's just put this card together. Lots of little pieces. Got my what do you call it? My thing called silicone craft mat here, which I've used a few times today, but I haven't mentioned what it's for. It's for when you're putting adhesive on something skinny. It keeps the excess adhesive from your table surface, your scratch paper, etc. And that's mainly the thing. And we have lots of small images to glue today. Okay, let me just cut the edges of this greeting real quick, left and right, just at an angle. And that's ready to go. The "Thanks for lighting the way." I'm going to attach the, oh, I didn't mention the designer paper. So I have the Radiating Stitches white rectangle, which is a white rectangle with little stitched edges. And then I have a strip of the Sun Prince designer paper, not a strip, but a rectangle, that's going to go right in the center of this flat. And I cut it perfectly to be matted by the stitches. And this is, I'm sorry, the measurements are in the blog post. Now, on that, I will be placing the lantern. And you really only need adhesive for this particular card on these two thick sides, just a little bit. You don't need to even cover the whole thing. And then this thick bottom area and the thick top. You don't need it on this middle part. How's it going to come apart? It's not. If you put adhesive on it, you're just taking a chance of ripping it apart. pointless. That's my opinion though. Okay, so just kind of center the lantern on this designer paper. It's so cute. And then you have those 4 sort of triangle type images. Some are rounded, some are kind of funky. Man, I'm gonna have to drink some water. And I'm just putting adhesive on all 4. So again, silicone craft sheet for that. Let me grab this water real quick. Sorry. Okay. And then these get put back in. By the way, I'm going to show you all the card that inspired this card. I have it here from a team member, Betsy. Hers is really pretty, but you know, mine's pretty good too. You know. But yeah, these just fit back in. I wouldn't personally normally always do this, but it's really cute. It looks so good. That gold glow of the fire there. What else? Okay, then I'll put together my 3-part dragonfly. So we have the, I'm trying to remember. So we have the body, 1 set of wings, and then the top of the body with the other set of wings, like the bottom wings top. So right on the center section of the larger, large set of wings there's like a rounded top. That goes at the very top, like align it with the bottom body part. Hopefully that makes sense. Then I will add adhesive to the back of the top that has the antenna and some shorter wings and some little legs, but I'm only adding it to the body portion, not the wings, not the legs. And then that gets attached on top of, yeah, basically, again, align that. There's a top rounded section. Just keep aligning that. And that's it. That's how you make this thing. You can cut it in like vellum wings, any colors you want. Make the bottom yellow, etc. Whatever you want. Okay, so now we have all of our pieces. We can start actually putting the card together. So I will attach the white rectangle that I stamped on to the inside of my card. The smoky slate timber piece to the left front flap. Then this rectangle with the lantern on it goes right in the center, but I always want them popped up on dimensional. So I'm going to flip this upside down, top to bottom, center it left to right. Doesn't really matter right now, the rest. But that gives me my visual guide as to where to place these dimensionals only on the back left half so that they will not glue the card shut, basically. And I'm just using 6. You can put as many as you want. And then that will get attached there in the center, you know, as good as possible. It can be a little high or a little low. Nobody's going to care. Sometimes you do specify where these go depending on what you stamped over here, but you know. Then my greeting, a few, maybe 3 dimensionals. I don't want them too far to the left or right because this might hang off the edges of this middle rectangle. But the greeting is just going to go across the bottom of the lantern. See how it hangs off either side. And then fireflies and a bow. Stampin' Dimensionals, minis. See a piece right here I did not separate well, which again, this paper is really thick. So if you get that in your free class packet with your online order, just pull that off. If you see something like that in your packet, that can happen. Okay, dimensionals. I saw some comments coming. See, Ro, when I'm 100% with you. When I made my first card with these on a Facebook Live, I kept telling everybody that this top section looks terrifying because mine was black and it looked like a black bug. And Ro just said, let me put this on the screen. She had cut out several large fireflies. One got away from her and fell on the floor. Didn't realize until later when I spotted this huge bug on my floor, and it freaked me out. I agree. It is like a really scary looking bug. Like, it looks realistic, especially if it's black for whatever reason. All right, I'm using so I placed the large, gorgeous firefly on the top corner of the lantern piece. Then these other two medium ones are going to go on the outer, which is technically the inside of the card, over there, top right, bottom middle. So cute. Yeah. I'm not glad that happened to you, Ro, but I'm glad that somebody verified what I was saying about how terrifying they are. Okay, you are going to have a long piece in your class packet that's free with an online order of $25 or more with the host code. Read all about my special. You're going to have a really long piece. So you're going to cut it in half and then tie both of those into one bow. Now, this is a thin ribbon, so I normally don't do bunny ears. I just do normal bows. Personally, it's easier for me, whatever works for you. But it's a double bow, so tie both pieces at one time. Modify, like pull the strings and adjust how you need, and then trim it off to make them even, the tails even. Okay, now we have this cute double bow to put on here. I think I said it already, but yay that these metallic ribbons are carrying over, and we'll still be able to purchase those in the new catalog. And the bow just is going to go down here, bottom left corner, next to the greeting on the center rectangle. And that is card number 3, your Z-fold. So thanks for lighting the way. You are all kinds of wonderful. Isn't that a nice sentiment to send to someone? There's this other one I made, the original. Of course, I have sticky notes on the back. So yeah, so there are your 3 cards for today. I'm going to show you the 4th card right now. And I can't remember. Oh, by the way, side note, I forgot to show that metallic paper. So I have so much of it that I've separated the colors, but you get both colors in one pack, rose gold and gold, and it's a 6x6. That is the gold from these fireflies. Okay, I have a couple other things to show as well, but let me separate this so I can keep. I'm going to be looking for things after this video if I don't. Okay, so first I want to show you the 4th card. This one is kind of different from these. It's strongly inspired by a Pinterest card, but I modified it. And here it is. And so while I had these dies, these radiating stitches dies laying out in front of me, I'm just going to throw this here. I was like, that could be the center, and I could not have to stamp it awkwardly on this gray paper, or figure like it would be awkward to hand cut out those circles because they're not perfect circles, etc. And then I put Wink of Stella on it. So that was inspired from Robin and all my team, who are always like, Wink of Stella goes on everything. But anyway, the card I looked at on Pinterest had the yellow and gray. She had some different yellow designer paper. It was gorgeous. And I just liked the white lantern. I was like, that white one looks nice. And it makes me think of a home store. Like, that's going to be a decoration. I don't know what home stores are even now. Home Goods, home, there's one that's home something that used to be Garden Ridge. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, you go into a home decor store and I don't know, I just see a white lantern in there, like for your decorations. But anyway, hopefully you like that one too. Smoky slate, white, and so saffron, follow your dreams. And my little make the fire with that smallest circle from radiating stitches. So that is the free card class that will be mailed to you in May next month. If you place that online order, 25 or more. I want to do a quick reminder. Thank you, Marcia. Oh, do not need to skip. I want to do a quick reminder that there's more. So 50 or more gets you the free, also the free in color dots, the new ones. 75 or more also gets you a $12 or more in past retired merchandise. $100 or more also gets you a free past die bundle. All of it is free shipping. So that's a total value. Like a $75 order is at least $49 free value. $100 order is at least $87 to $104 free value. If you place an order of 150 or more, don't use the host code. I'll still give you all the free stuff, and Stampin' Up will give you at least $15 in free merchandise. But if you're under, you have to use the host code to get all these gifts from me. And I have a video showing you how to use the host code and all that stuff. So there's that on my blog at 11 a.m. Central, which I'm going to make 2 corrections to them, but there will be these recipe cards that have your measurements and the supply list, so you can print those or just view them online. Also, just all the measurements are on the blog. Again, I need to make 2 corrections, but also, what else? On the blog, the pictures, the individual pictures. You can also join my VIP Facebook group where I always will share the individual pictures there. And of course, sign up for my emails and all that stuff. Okay, so here is the card that inspired this card. This is a swap from Betsy and my team, one of my awesome team members. Y'all, if you join my team, you should swap so you can get stuff like this back, but you know, you don't have to. So I almost wanted to copy hers, but I had issues with the supplies because this paper, there's only a very small section of that color paper on that designer paper, which now I'm thinking, oh, you could have sponged it, but whatever, it's too late. I didn't do it. This was a pocket. It's super cute. Super cute. So there's another idea for you. I know I've shown this on another video before. And then this one I think is Julie's swap from the crafting cruise. This swap was the first one where I was like, we sell that lantern? What stamp set is this? What dies are this? And that's where I discovered it. Julie, it's from you. I believe it was Julie. And she knows that. But anyway, so 2 other ideas for you there. And then I couldn't find my one. I actually made 2 in my card class. I do not know where they are. It's so annoying because I know they're in this room. I know I have them. They were returned to me. I actually remember putting them on this live table at some point, but now they're gone. Let's blame the cat probably. But anyway, I doubt the cat hid 4 cards from me. Okay. So there's the free class. Any questions, let me know. Let me catch up on these comments real quick. And you guys have a great day. Really liking all the cards with the radiating circle. Yes, girl. Those dies will be back. Did I say the date already to you guys? Radiating Stitches, May 8th is the estimated date. Sometimes stuff comes in faster, though. So we could just keep an eye on it. Cindy, thank you very much. Janet, thank you. Loving the fireflies, she says. Thank you, Pat. Funny about the bug. Definitely. It was black, of course. Because when it's black, I don't know, it looks like a flying bug that I'm terrified of. Like any flying bug. I'm so scared of them. It's really scary, y'all. Don't lose them if you die cut them. Julie said it was funny as well. And Kathy. Oh my gosh. Susan, thank you so much. Card number 3 is Julie's favorite. That's this one. Thank you, Julie. Was the navy or starry? So we have card number 3 is Starry Sky. And by the way, all the supplies are on the blog post as well. Card 3 is Starry Sky. And then the other 2 are Night of Navy. And I did Starry Sky, just a side note, because of the paper. I just thought it matched the paper better, the designer paper, which that designer paper has navy and starry. It also has Pacific Point, but I literally put Pacific Point against all these cards, and it looked terrible with these particular ones. So, okay, let me see if thought I hit send, Pat. Yes. Well, Pat, if you call these project sheets, yes, for these 3 cards, not the 4th one. These will be on the blog, and it's measurements and supplies. And if you ever see mistakes on those, tell me and I will fix it, because then the link will be updated immediately when I fix it. So yes, Pat, hopefully that, or if that's the kind of project sheet you're talking about, yes. Susan, thank you so much. I'm trying to go back now. Thanks, Julie, Ro. I know she's like, so Ro still thinks they're cute, y'all, even though that terrified her as it did me. So it's okay. Okay, let me go back down. Martha, thanks. Joyce, thanks. Janet, thank you so much. Oh, Janet is so nice. And Janet's always so helpful to me with words and like what descriptions. So thank you, Janet, as well. I'm always glad when you're here. Julie says, yes, it was her that made that gorgeous card. So thank you, Julie. Let me go over here, Facebook. Nancy, thanks. Carmen, thank you. Okay. Brenda. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Thank you very much. Thanks, Landa. Susan or Susie, thank you so much. Thanks, darling. Sherry, Cindy, Betsy. Yay, yes, Betsy, always. So glad you could inspire me as well. All right, well, I'm going to let y'all go. And I'm going to have lunch and try to design. So be watching on the VIP group for my sneak peeks. It'll be a while because I have to do internet stuff after this video related to the video. Then I eat lunch and whatever else is on my list. But then I will start my designing. So check out my VIP Facebook group for the first sneak peeks of upcoming events. All right, everyone have a great week. I hopefully will see you next Thursday, 9 a.m. Central. Bye.